welcome friends and spiritual travelers. Mystic Owl here, aka Nathan. Today we have another pick a card reading for you. Today's theme is your 2021 love prediction or forecast. What's coming your way in the area of love and romance? If you're currently in a relationship, how is that going to work out? And if you're single, will you meet someone and when? So we have 5 piles for you to choose from today. We have pile 1 with the green button. Pile 2 is with the purple button. Pile 3 is with the red button. Pile 4 is with the blue button. And pile 5 is with the orange button. We'll start with some tarot cards, move on to your oracle cards. We'll get some further messages from the Moonology, and I'm going to finish the reading with some cards from this tiny little playing card deck. So let's see how we go with me shuffling the cards there. Please use your intuition to choose a pile. Remember, this is a general reading, so take only that which resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Thank you all for being here with me and for watching my videos. I really do appreciate your love and support. It keeps me going. I hope you're having a lovely day. Let's get started with pile number 1 and find out what's coming your way in the theme of love in 2021. Hello, welcome. Pile number 1. With the little green button. Let's find out what's likely to come your way in the theme of love in 2021, what you can experience. We'll start with your tarot cards and move on to your oracle cards a little bit later. First card you have is the 7 of Wands. Oh, you have the 7 of Swords. Interesting, 2 7s. You have the Knight of Wands. And you have the Queen of Cups, lovely. Fascinating cards. What I am seeing for you, pile 1, is that I feel that in 2021 you're coming into a place where you're feeling quite satisfied with the person with who you are. I love here with the Queen of Cups, you can see here her like holding her cup to her chest and just radiating positive energy out. And it's interesting also with the 7 of Swords here. I wonder if you can see that from there. The 7 of Swords generally indicates somebody being quite treacherous to you or sneaking around your back. Crafty energy, it can be sort of like the trickster energy also, like playful, crafty energy. But in this reading, in this deck, in the Commonplace Tarot deck, this woman in the 7 of Swords is kind of looking into a mirror and seeing her own reflection. And it kind of looks like she likes what she's seeing. She feels confident, as if she's at peace with who she is. She knows she looks good and she's proud of herself. I kind of feel for you that 2021 is going to be a year where you are radiating positivity and confidence with the person that you are. That you're coming into a place of fully accepting who you are and starting to really love yourself. With the Queen of Cups here, this does talk about emotional sort of satisfaction. Your emotions are in balance in a sense. Just feeling at ease with life, basically. And what I do see also with the 7 of Swords here, and the woman in this card here, the 7 of Swords, looks quite fit. Like she's very, it almost looks as if she's just run up the mountainside in a sense. Like she's a bit of a gym junkie, a fitness junkie. So you may be somebody that is looking to like work on your fitness in 2021, or you may already be somebody that enjoys like spending a lot of time at the gym or like going for like runs in the beach or in the park, somebody that's quite active in general. Somebody that I think a lot of other people would probably consider to be quite attractive, or there's something about the way that you look that is quite appealing to other people. I just think you're coming into a place where you're feeling more confident in yourself, really believing in who you are, both inside and out. So you're at peace with who you are as a person. through all of the experiences that you've gained in life, but also on the outside, I think you're coming to a place where you're fully accepting your body for the way it is too, and starting to really love all aspects of yourself with it, which I think is really beautiful for you, Pile One. But I am seeing, because of it, what I'm getting here with the Seven of Wands and the woman standing on top of the hill here, fighting off all of these suitors, and the Knight of Wands, somebody rushing in, fast-paced energy, really passionate, like strong desire to be with you. I'm sensing that a lot of people are going to find you quite alluring in 2021. That if you are single, you're going to have a lot of people that are like really attracted to you, both inside and out, because you are radiating such positive energy. You're really drawing and attracting a lot of people to you. That's the law of attraction. When you're vibing high, things are attracted to you at that same vibration. So I just sense that you're probably going to have a lot of options in the theme of love, Pile One. If you're in a relationship already, this really does indicate to me that the person that you're in a relationship is quite attracted to. There's a lot of passion in the relationship, I sense. Probably a very strong sexual attraction, I'm sensing. And I do sense that relationship will be elevating, that attraction will be getting stronger. Because with the Seven of Wands here, this talks about people wanting to have a piece of you. It comes as the Six of Wands, where you've received recognition and success for the things that you've managed to achieve. And people then want a part of it. They want a piece of you. And I just see that because you are so happy with the person that you are and really like vibing high inside and out, fully accepting yourself and showing yourself off to the world, being very brave and putting yourself out there, I'm sensing, Pile One, that you will have a lot of people finding you attractive, a lot of people that want to get to know you, a lot of people that will be offering you, to go out on a date and maybe take you out and have a bit of fun, is what I'm seeing. I also am seeing here too with the two sevens. 7 is generally a spiritual number. It's kind of the place in the minor arcana where you start to see the results for your efforts. So I do sense that you've done a lot of work on yourself over the last couple of years, Pile One. Really done a lot of inner work, shadow work, and have integrated your shadow in a sense and are now fully accepting of who you are. You love all aspects of yourself. So in terms of like self-love, I see a lot of self-love, a lot of self-acceptance, a lot of emotional satisfaction with where you are at life currently and how you present yourself to the world, which I think is really beautiful. We can also read the cards too with the Knight of Wands here, sort of racing towards the Queen of Cups. This could talk about like the divine masculine energy and divine feminine energy. Remember, this is not gender specific in a sense. So potentially in a relationship, there's somebody that's very, very passionate, that goes after the things that they want, really expresses their passion and their desire. And somebody that is quite sort of at peace with who she is as a person, or who they are as a person, I should say. Very loving, very compassionate, very kind and generous to other people. Has quite a strong intuition. So depending on who is watching this, remember this is a general reading, apply which either core card is to you or to your partner or to that other person that may be approaching you next year. I see them being in a relationship that is very, very loving and giving, a lot of empathy and support for the other person, but also definitely a lot of passion. This is a relationship that I think is very fast moving. If you meet someone, I sense that it will take off very, very quickly. I sense there'll be a lot of attraction there. And most definitely just a lot of passion and love within this relationship, which I think is really beautiful for you, Pile One. Lovely. Moving on to your oracle cards. Let's see what they have to say in the theme of love for 2021. Your first card is a card of priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. There you go, okay. What stands out for me there is manifesting love and in all situations. As I mentioned earlier, I think you're just coming into a place by 2021 where you're fully accepting of who you are as a person. pile one. And I think that because of that is starting to really attract a lot of like positive vibes towards you, not just in the theme of love, in terms of having a lot of people that will find you quite alluring and attractive and want to get to know you. But I have a feeling 2021 for you is going to be a year where a lot of things just start falling into place. You're kind of mastering your manifestation skills because you're in such a happy place with the person that you are and really like exuding a lot of positive energy out into the universe. Also, it says here priorities. So I think, as we talked about earlier, you've really been putting yourself first over the last year or two and really working on yourself as a person, trying to change any bad habits that weren't serving you, breaking free of any like negative thought patterns that were keeping you down, maybe doing a lot of physical work on the way that you look, and really trying to get your life into order. And it's really starting to show and things are starting to work out for you. Beautiful. You have the card of in the near future. There you go. And you also have the card of recovery. Interesting. First of all, you do have the Seven of Swords here. Remembering this generally does talk about somebody either like sneaking around behind your back, people not being so honest or truthful to you. And with the card of recovery, this could indicate to me that you've been hurt in previous relationships in the past, pile one. So you've probably taken time out because of it to really like work on yourself and to get your own priorities right, recovering from any hurt or pain or grief that you've been through. I am just sensing that because you've done a lot of inner work, this recovery also talks about like working on your shadow aspects, really healing yourself and vibing high. You're just going to have a lot of things happening for you in 2021. In terms of, this is a love reading, but I just see a lot of positivity in this reading, absolutely. The person in this mirror here loves the way that she looks and is very proud of everything she's achieved. And remembering that you've got the Seven of Wands here coming after the Six of Wands, where you've had success, where you've achieved a lot in your own right. People are recognizing all of the great things that you've managed to do, and a lot of people just want a piece of it. They want a piece of you. They want to get to know you. They want your success. They want to be involved in everything that you're working on, the things that you have managed to achieve. But within the near future card here, along with the Knight of Wands, right, as I mentioned earlier, fast-paced energy. I do sense that when you meet somebody and you actually are attracted to them, take what resonates. But if this is somebody that actually you like straight off the bat when you meet them, there's attraction there, I sense. I think this relationship's going to take off really quickly. You may go on a few dates to start with, and all of a sudden, strong emotions build. And I think it's a relationship that will just blossom really, really quickly, is what I'm seeing for you, pile one. And I also sense that in the near future, that probably in the earlier months of the year in 2021, I am filming this in December of 2020, there's opportunities for you to get out there and actually meet new people. I just sense that that's something that you want already, pile one. You're ready now with the priorities card there to put yourself out there and to put yourself first. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You're happy with the person that you are right now. You've managed to recover from any pain or grief from previous relationships that didn't work out the way you want. And I think you're ready to get out there and date and start seeing people, to have a lot of fun. You're feeling inspired with life again, and you want to meet somebody that like matches your energy and brings that element of fun and playful energy also into a relationship. I just see a lot of positivity in this reading. It's really beautiful. Moving on from that, let's see what the Moonology cards have to say. What other cards are coming? Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, for pile number one from the Moonology cards? What do they need to know on the theme of love in 2021? There's one card for you. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number one, the theme of love? Interesting, they've got the Knight of Wands there and the Queen of Cups, so that could talk about like a fire sign, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Queen of Cups there. A water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Somebody also with the Queen of Cups and with the two sevens, it's probably I sense quite spiritual in nature, is very connected to nature. Gets a lot of like signs and synchronicities from the universe. I also am just picking up on a group that probably could trust in any sort of like synchronicities leading you on to meeting someone that could be like your divine counterpart, somebody that matches you. I think you already have a lot of faith that it's time for you to meet someone and that the universe is helping you manifest a loving relationship that has everything that you want, Pile 1. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 1? There's 2 cards for you, so let's see what they are. I had a feeling this card was going to come out for you. The new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. Yes, absolutely. And I love that you've got the scales there, like a balanced relationship as with the Queen of Cups, because you've managed to come into a place now where you've recovered from any pain or grief and are really happy with who you are. You've balanced the scales in your own emotional state, Pile 1. I think, and you're vibing high and sending out such great positive energy to the world around you and to the people around you. A lot of people are going to find you very attractive, and you'll be attracting in a new relationship, a new romantic cycle begins. This could be a message also that around Libra season in 2021 is the time for you to keep an eye out. Pay attention to any signs and synchronicities you may be receiving around that time that might be leading you towards somebody. But most definitely just an indication that you are someone that likes to show off like your loving side to the world. I think you're somebody that tends to put other people's needs before your own sometimes too, and I think you're going to be rewarded for that, Pile 1. And your final card here is a new moon in Libra. Confidence is your key to success. That's beautiful. And it really sticks well with the message I'm receiving here, that you've done a lot of work and you're confident within the person with who you are right now. You're proud of all of the things that you've been through. You're proud of what you've managed to overcome. And you're just thoroughly enjoying life and the person that you are, vibing high and sending out positive messages to the world around you. And love is coming your way. Leo is proud to put themselves out there and to put themselves first. And I really am picking up on that energy here, especially with the Seven of Wands here, indicating that you're quite proud of the person you are, looking back at you in the mirror. Interesting that Libra comes after Leo, right? So the months of, I'm sensing the months of August, September for you. Pile 1 may be very significant. It might be the time when you may actually meet someone that that matches your high vibing energy, that is your divine counterpart in a sense. But I'm just seeing somebody that I think deserves love now, that's ready for love, that is ready for a new life, a new cycle to begin, because you've managed to put behind any sort of negative experiences and have worked through them, you've grown through them, and you're just happy with where you are in life right now. And I think that's when the universe rewards you with, positive experiences. So good on you, Pile 1. Moving on from that, let's see if we can get any further messages from the playing cards with this tiny little deck here. We'll see how we go with shuffling. I'm just going to shuffle really slowly. Spirit, can we get any further messages for pile number 1 about what's coming for them in the theme of love in 2021? Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, for pile number 1 about what's coming for them in the theme of love in 2021? Ah, beautiful. You're the Two of Cups. That's soulmate energy there. That's the Two of Hearts is the Two of Cups in the standard Rider-Waite Tarot, which is like divine counterpart, soulmate energy. This is a really lovely reading. If you are single, I sense that you will be meeting somebody that I would call your soulmate. That's somebody that has very similar views in life to you, that's probably been through a lot of similar experiences and wants the same things from your future that you want, Pile 1. And if you're currently in a relationship, then I sense you've probably already met your soulmate and you already have faith that this relationship will elevate and get even better next year. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 1? This is such a beautiful reading. Ooh, and there you go. You have the King of Cups. I'm going to finish it there because now you have both the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. And that right there indicates divine counterpart soulmate energy all day, if you ask me. Somebody that understands you at a really deep emotional level, somebody that wants the same things from you, that's very compassionate and loving and nurturing, and probably also puts your needs before their own, is what I'm getting. Wow, you've got a lot to look forward to, Pile 1, in the theme of love of 2021. I would love to receive this reading for myself. That's really beautiful. And it's all because you put yourself first and are fully accepting of the person you are right now. Good on you, Pile 1. You deserve it. That's all I have for you. I hope it resonates with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day and a beautiful new year. And let's move on to Pile 2. Hello, welcome Pile 2. With the little purple button, I've just knocked over the Moonology cards. Let's find out what's in store for you with your love life in 2021, what you're likely to experience. We'll start with your tarot cards. Your first card is the King of Wands. Nice. You have the Ace of Wands, okay. Ooh, lovely. You have the Star card. That's beautiful. You also have the Seven of Pentacles. Interesting mix of cards there. I just sense for you, Pile 2, that you've recently discovered something that you're very passionate about and found out that potentially you're very, very good at, with the Ace of Wands here indicating a new passion or desire, and the King of Wands being the highest of the court cards, the highest of the Wands suit. There may be some sort of creative skill or talent that you have with the Seven of Pentacles here that you've been working on, that you have recently discovered that you thoroughly enjoy doing and you're very, very talented at. And maybe that's something that you want to focus on next year in 2021. I am also sensing that this may be a group that has recently started to do a lot of work on themselves. You've been changing a lot about yourself that potentially you didn't like in the past. With the Star card here, this does indicate like hope and divinity. A group that I think has been feeling inspired recently to make a lot of like personal changes, like doing a lot of shadow work in a sense, changing bad habits potentially, changing your personal appearance, maybe working out a lot, either potentially trying to break bad habits, just doing a lot of like personal or inner work, so that you can, I guess, be a better person, feel more inspired to go after the things that you want, break free of anything that's been holding you down in the past, is what I'm seeing. And because of it, I see a lot of positive energy coming your way. With the Seven of Pentacles here, this does indicate or talk about starting to receive the rewards for your efforts, harvesting the fruits of your labor. And with the Star card here, which is the card of like hope, divinity, and wish fulfillment, I see that whatever it is that you set your mind on in 2021, Pile 2, you can and will achieve. I just get a feeling of strong determination to make your life better, is what I'm seeing. A group that I think maybe in the past was not so much happy with where they were headed in life. Maybe you had a career that you weren't particularly fond of or felt a little bit stuck and stagnant in. You may have had some experiences that weren't so great, and so you've been doing a lot of work recently trying to like build up the confidence within yourself so that you can change your life and start anew, start again, feel inspired to like make 2021 a really magical and productive year, is what I'm seeing for you. Absolutely. I really just am seeing a group that have probably really recently discovered that they have some sort of talent and they want to share that with the world. So they want to like make this talent or this skill something that, you know, brings in the money. The Star card can also talk about like in a sense being like becoming quite famous. If that's something that you are after, people starting to take recognition of your skills and your talents. You do have the King of Wands here too. So this may be the energy that you currently embody, somebody that is feeling very inspired, is very creative, somebody that's really ready to take control of your life and be a leader, be the leader that maybe potentially you didn't have in the past, ready to start a new journey and to change directions in life is what I'm seeing for you, Pile 2, absolutely. Interesting. These cards don't quite yet indicate to me like a new romance on the cards or love coming your way. I just see it being a year, I think, where you really focus on yourself and your own needs. But you do have the Star card here, which does indicate wish fulfillment. And with the King of Wands here, you have a lot of passion, a lot of like desire to like live the life that you want. So I just sense whatever you put your energy towards in 2021, Pile 2, is what you will manifest, and you'll get a lot of gains in anything that you put your mind to and put your energy towards, which I think is really beautiful. So there may be love on the cards. I'm just not getting it from these cards in particular. But you do have the Star card, which is wish fulfillment. So if you're wanting to meet someone in 2021, I do sense that that's something that may happen. But I really just am seeing whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve, you can and will achieve. Moving on from that, let's see what your oracle cards have to say about the theme of love in 2021. You have the card of integrity. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with every action. There you go. I love that. Manifest love with every action. Beautiful. I just think you're feeling you found like your soul's calling, Pile 2, recently. With the Ace of Wands here and the King of Wands. And it does say here, and manifest, you demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul. That really just indicates to me that you found like your calling in life. There's something that you're inspired by that you want to share with the rest of the world that you've been working on recently. And I think you're starting to see how talented you are. You are very, very talented with the King of Wands here. This indicates somebody that has mastered this talent, and maybe it's something that you didn't even know that you were really good at. And now you want to make this thing, this new inspiration, this thing that you're inspired by, your focus in life. And I really just see you pushing towards that in 2021 and having a lot of success, your dreams and wishes coming true. You have the card of Don't Stop. Nice. And what I'm drawn to too, also in this card, is you can see here the angel has like a trumpet that she's, I guess, sounding. Which really reminds me of the Judgment card in Tarot, of your soul's calling, your life purpose, a death and a rebirth. I really think that this group has probably been through maybe a dark phase in life, and you've done a lot of work trying to find something that you're passionate about. You've changed a lot about yourself that you weren't so happy with. You've made a lot of personal changes, and now you're seeing the rewards from it, and you want to get out in 2021 doing the things that you love and that you're inspired by. You don't want to spend time anymore wasting time and energy on things that don't make you happy, that don't bring you joy. I see a lot of joy in this reading. Somebody that has a lot of like passion for life, like that va va boom, that's just driven to bring joy and happiness into everything that you do is what I see. And you also have the card of perfect timing. Right, beautiful. This really aligns well with the Star card, and it goes quite well with the Don't Stop too. Whatever you've been working on recently, whatever you're inspired by, most definitely now is the time to put that out into the world. I think you're ready to show yourself off to the world again, Pile 2, to show the world what talents you have. And I see a lot of success coming your way. Most definitely also like fame or recognition, if that's something that you're after. But your dreams and wishes coming true. If you are looking for love, if you are single and you're ready to meet someone, I think when you start putting yourself out there is when you'll be noticed, and people will start to take notice of how talented you are, how inspired you are. I sense your positive, passionate, enthusiastic energy is quite infectious, and a lot of people are probably very attracted to that. So I think if you're looking for love, Pile 2, if you're currently single, it's through doing the things that you love that will bring love towards you. If you're currently in a relationship, I see that you're ready to like maybe take it to the next level. You want to break free of any stagnant energy that may have been there in the past. And You're just inspired to like make everything as good as it possibly can be. So once again, when you start doing the things that you love, the things that bring you joy, pile two, I think your partner will start to see that enthusiasm for life again. And I really think that'll reignite or rekindle any dampened spirits or like negative energy that may have been there currently or previously in this relationship. But most definitely, I just see that you're ready to put yourself out there. Perfect timing. If there is something that you've been working on recently, with the don't stop card here and the seven of pentacles indicating like starting to see the rewards for your efforts, this does indicate keep working on it, keep mastering the skill, because you are very, very talented. You have a lot of creative gifts, I'm sensing, pile two. And I think you're really starting to believe in that too. You're starting to see that. You're starting to see how talented you are yourself, but also I sense because a lot of other people are really starting to let you know how great and how amazing they think you are at this specific skill that you have. I am picking up on also somebody that I think is probably quite attractive. Um, with the King of Wands here, I just am seeing somebody that has a lot of fire and passion. So there's something about you, I think, Pile, too, that people are just naturally or generally attracted to anyway. So I think in terms of meeting someone, you don't necessarily need to do a lot. I think just putting yourself out there and showing the world how motivated you are by the things that you love, and by just being your normal, like fiery, passionate, driven individual, people will naturally gravitate towards you, is what I'm seeing. Interesting also that you have the card of integrity. Once again, this does indicate to me that if you just like be yourself, the person that you are right now, the person that's passionate and driven by the things that you love, that will help bring love your way. I just want to reiterate once again, you've got the Star card too. So wish fulfillment, anything that you put your mind to or anything that you wish to manifest in 2021, pile two, I really see you having a lot of success with that. So get out there, do the things that you love, and watch magic happen is what I'm seeing. Moving on from that, let's get some further messages for you from the Moonology cards. Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, for pile number two, who are reigniting the passion for life and have really found something, I think, that is their calling, the thing that they're passionate about. And because of that, people are naturally gravitating towards them. Can we get another card, please, from the Moonology deck for pile number two? Ah, interesting. That's lovely. Interesting because it came out for pile number one too. This card is beautiful. A new romantic cycle begins. New Moon in Libra. That's lovely. This may indicate that Libra season is highly important for you. It may be a time when you meet somebody that you're meant to spend your life with. If you're currently in a relationship, it may be like significant for you already. It may be like your anniversary, or there may be something that happens in Libra season, which I think is September or October, that is significant in your relationship currently. And you have the waning moon. It says here, what do you need to release? Now that's really fascinating because I was picking up on a group that's probably done a lot of work changing bad habits in the past. And because of it now, you're starting to feel more inspired by life again. I think you've recently been breaking free of things that weren't serving you, pile two. But there may still be a need for you to do this work in 2021. I think this is probably just a reminder to keep working on yourself. And all of that work will be rewarded in 2021 with, I just see a lot of success in your own right, basically, with whatever it is that you're currently working on. I just see a lot of success with that. And I think you're going to get better at it. I think you're going to get more and more enthusiasm and enjoyment out of it. But also, that will be the thing that naturally makes you very, very attractive to other people. But once again, just a reminder to just keep working on yourself and to keep working on your talents, pile two, to keep like honing your skills and becoming a better person day in, day out. But lovely that you have the new moon in Libra here. A new romantic cycle begins. It's time for you to start to reap the rewards for all of your efforts, right? This does indicate love coming your way, absolutely. once again, this could indicate that Libra season is important. So just keep an eye out for somebody that finds you very attractive, pile two, because I just pick up on an energy of you not having to do really a lot of work. I just think people are going to be naturally gravitating towards you because you're radiating such positivity and really having a lot of fun. Your bubbly, inspired, funny, driven individual self is what people are naturally going to find attractive. So keep a positive mind. Keep doing you, and love will naturally come your way, pile two. Just watch and wait is what I'm seeing. Beautiful reading for you, pile two. I just see you having a lot of success in a lot of avenues in life because you found something that you found that passion for life again. You want to get out there and make every moment as fun and as magical as possible. Beautiful. Spirit, can we get some further messages, please? Some close-out messages for pile number two, who are really starting to see the rewards for all of their work recently. A close-out message, please, for pile number two. Ooh. Interesting, your first card is the Three of Clubs, which is the Three of Wands, which is a visionary on their journey, starting to manifest the life that you want. You're on that journey already. I see you making a lot of inroads in 2020 towards the life that you want to build for yourself. I think you already have a vision. You're inspired by something, pile two. You know what it is that you want in your future. You've reignited that hope and that spark for life again. And I see you having a lot of success. The Three of Wands indicates that you've achieved a lot in your own right already. You're on that journey and making things happen. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number two? This could also indicate that, like, the number three is significant, so the month of March might be significant for you. Keep an eye out for somebody coming your way in the month of March, pile two. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number two? These cards are so hard to shuffle. There we go. And the Two of Wands. Okay. Two of Clubs, Two of Wands. Which I think is a beautiful synchronicity. There's a progression there from the two to the three, moving forward. Having that vision, knowing what it is that you want. You've also got here, I've just noticed, you've got the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Wands. This is a progression, this is movement, this is positivity. It may also indicate that you may want to move in 2021, that potentially you want to move to a new location, and maybe that's where you might meet someone. Just take what resonates, pile two. But most definitely, I just see you achieving a lot, like moving your life forward, taking your life towards the things that you want in your future, and having a lot of success in it, really putting your belief into something bigger than yourself, trusting in your own talents, achieving, honing your skills, and people are naturally going to be gravitating towards you because you're starting to love the life that you are living. The new moon in Libra here, a new romantic cycle begins. This does talk about a new romantic cycle in all aspects of life, not only in your love life. I do see that if you are trying to manifest a new relationship, I see that on the cards absolutely in 2021, I should say. But I just think it's a time where you start to really love yourself, you start to love life, you're inspired by life again, and you want to show that to the world, and I think that's really magical. Beautiful reading for you, pile two, in the sense that I think you really deserve happiness, and I think 2021 is a year that you'll be able to look back on and realize that you changed your life for the better, and you're actually now on the road to doing something that brings happiness to each and every day. Good for you, pile two. That's all I have for you. I hope that resonates with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day and a happy new year. And let's move on to pile number three. Hello, welcome pile three with the red button. Let's find out what's in store for you in the theme of love in 2021. What's coming your way in love? We'll start with your tarot cards and then move on to your oracle cards. Your first card is the Mage. Nice. Or the Magician. Beautiful. Ooh, you can make anything manifest. Pile 3. You have the 7 of Pentacles. You have the Chariot. Ah, and you also have the Queen of Cups. Okay. They came out for one of the first 2 piles too. Nice. Really interesting. You've got some really powerful cards there, pile 3. With the Chariot, this talks about fast-moving action, moving somewhere, going somewhere. It can also talk about a literal trip sometimes. Maybe moving to a new location or wanting to take a holiday. Maybe you're planning on doing a bit of traveling in 2021. And with the Mage, indicating that you have the skills and the resources to manifest anything that you want, in a sense, to bring your dreams into reality. The Mage holding the rod or the wand up to the sky, downloading nuggets of wisdom and inspiration, and being able to like ground that knowledge into this 3D realms and actually make things happen to produce the life that the Mage wants. Along with the 7 of Pentacles, which is all about starting to see the rewards for your efforts and your labor. I just think you're in a process, pile 3, where you're probably focusing more on yourself and your career. I see a group that's very driven to achieve big things in 2021. And I think maybe your focus was probably on your career or your own talents, your skills. You're learning to perfect something, wanting to push forward with becoming a better person, in a sense, is what I'm seeing. And also I sense like achieving big things in like your career or your finances, having success in those aspects of life. You do have the Queen of Cups too, though. The Queen of Cups is very loving, very nurturing, compassionate, in emotional balance. I love it in this deck. She's holding this cup to her chest, you know, radiating positive, loving energy from the thing that she loves most, in a sense. And I think it's because you're coming into a place where you're starting to put yourself first. What I am getting from these cards, pile 3, is that you are finding yourself in 2021. You may also, the Queen of Cups can talk about having some sort of creative talent, strong intuition, along with the Mage and receiving information from the divine and downloading, earthing that energy into this 3D world. This might be a group that has some sort of like spiritual talents, channeling information from the divine or from the universe, and potentially like imparting that wisdom over to other people to help other people on their journey. Somebody that I sense really feels the feels, has a strong intuition, potentially would consider themselves to be an empath. Of note also, the Chariot is ruled by the zodiac sign of Cancer, which is the most nurturing and loving of all of the zodiacs. So I just get a group that is probably really like focused on loving yourself, but also maybe sharing that love with a whole group of people. Maybe you're focused on potentially starting a new career where you are of service to other people, or potentially even have starting a spiritual business, like tarot on YouTube or something like that. Something where you share your gifts with the rest of the world and want to like help inspire other people going through like tough times, sharing your love, and nurturing people that maybe need it most, is what I'm seeing. Because you do have the 7 of Pentacles here too, which does indicate starting to receive like abundance and wealth for the efforts that you're putting in. In terms of love, I do see that this is a very loving individual. You have a lot of love to give, pile 3, I see, absolutely. The Queen of Cups is probably the most compassionate, loving, and nurturing of all of the core cards, really. And with the Magician here, this does indicate that you can manifest anything that you want, pile 3. So if love is something that you're looking for in 2021, I just think that you putting yourself out there and showing love off to the world is how you're going to find somebody that like matches your vibration. It's through being a service to others, I sense, that people will start to see how much you shine bright, start to see the gifts and the talents that you have. And that's when I sense somebody will find you really alluring, when you're actually like showing yourself off to the world and showing your compassion and your empathy to those people that are most in need, is what I'm picking up on. Moving on from that, let's have a look at your oracle cards to find out what's in the theme of love next year for you in 2021. Your first card is a card of ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. Okay, interesting. So this may be a group that's really like tried to change a lot of aspects of yourself. It does say here you acknowledge your misdeeds, indicating that maybe in the past you haven't always lived within like alignment or within your values. You've not always acted potentially in the past, pile 3, from that place of love. And I think now you've really tried a lot in recent times to change yourself and to live from a place of integrity and like sticking to your values and walking the talk, in a sense, like with the Chariot card here, making sure that your actions align with the person that you are. You've done a lot of like inner work and changed a lot about yourself. But also I sense you're starting to own your skills and talents. With the ownership card here, it does say, and accomplishments alike. I think you're starting to realize what gifts you have, and you're making that your priority and your focus in 2021 is what I'm seeing. Honing your skills, putting yourself first, doing the things that like make you feel as if you have something to give to the rest of humanity is what I'm seeing. So I do see a lot of self-love in this reading, with the Queen of Cups here and the Chariot card, moving forward, taking action on the things that you want. I see that you are starting to like come into alignment with yourself, your true calling, your soul's purpose, pile 3, and not letting anything get in the way of that is what I'm seeing. With the Mage card here and the Chariot, this really does indicate like going after the things that you want in life, and with so much empathy and love for other people. I really see a group that would do well being in or of service to other people and helping other people out in need. You have the Weight card. And you have the Choose a New Direction card. Now that's really interesting. What I'm drawn to in this card instantly is the angel like pointing towards the, I'm not sure if it is a star or if it's like some sort of bright light in the sky. It's as if you found your calling, your north node, and you're moving towards it. And it does say choose a new direction. I just have a feeling that you've actually recently discovered something that you're passionate about, or that you've made a lot of changes in your life to actually become a better person, is what I'm seeing, pile 3. And I think in 2021, you're going to continue focusing on that. With these two cards, Wait and Choose a New Direction, this doesn't really indicate that maybe love will be your priority or your main focus. Not to say that it isn't something that can't come your way. You do have the Magician card here, and you do have a lot of love to give with the Queen of Cups here. So love could be something that comes along for you, but I really just think that you've found what it is that you want to like do with your life, or you've recently discovered something that you're passionate about, and your priorities are all about like changing your life and focusing on this new inspiration, changing your life for the better, in a sense, continuing to better yourself. I'm also drawn here too with the Weight card. It looks like Archangel Michael with the sword holding high to the sky. Once again, swords being about thoughts and messages. I just see a group that's downloading a lot of like wisdom and clarity is what I'm seeing. Clarity as in like why you've been through maybe some really trying times in your past, learning the lessons from those experiences, in a sense seeing the blessings from any trying times or like hardships that you've been in. Also clarity about how you can continue to make your life better, really pushing forward with improving yourself and really coming into a place where you follow your values and make sure that the things that you say and the things that you do are in alignment with your values, is what I'm seeing, pile 3. And actually also potentially starting a new career or changing paths with a choose a new direction where you apply your strong empathy and love and need to give to other people in some sort of like business venture or potentially even a new job where you can be of service to other people, is what I'm seeing. I just see a group that has recently discovered that they want to be a better person and that they want to try and help other people become a better person too. So being of service to you, pile 3, I think is probably more important right now. Finding yourself into continuing to grow, continuing to push forward towards your North Node, I think is your priorities. And as you become a better person naturally, that's when you start to like vibe high and attract people that have similar values to you, that have a similar outlook on life and want the same things as you do. Interesting. Moving on, let's see if we can get some further messages for you for your love life in 2021 from the Moonology cards. Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, for pile number 3, who are really just finding themselves again, who have been doing a lot of work on themselves recently, and I think are starting to work out what it is that they want from life. Ooh, interesting. And as I say that, you get the void of course moon. Nothing will come from this situation. Okay, that's really powerful. So you've got the choose a new direction card and the nothing will come from this situation. Potentially pile 3, if you're in a career where you don't feel as if it's just not satisfying for you. You're feeling, you may feel stuck or stagnant. Potentially you feel lost in some sort of career venture that you're currently in. There's a strong indication for you that there's a need to change direction. You may have done that recently in 2020, and you're now starting to grow and see the success on this new path potentially. Or if you're just feeling unsatisfied with life, I just see that there's a need for you to maybe take some time and work out what it is that truly makes you happy. And very soon I see you pushing forward and changing paths and actually doing something that is more fulfilling for you, is what I'm seeing. I also am seeing here too, with the ownership card, it does say here, you acknowledge your misdeeds. The new direction card and the void of course moon, nothing will come of the situation, that maybe there's a need for you to also have a think about things that you are currently doing that maybe aren't in alignment with the person you want to be. So 2021 for you, I think pile 3 is most definitely a year where you do a lot of growth, you do a lot of soul searching, you potentially change paths completely, you break free of patterns or addictions or habits that you know aren't working for you. You spend a lot of time like actively becoming a better person and having a lot of success in that sense, is what I'm seeing. Any further messages, please, Spirit, from the Moonology cards for pile number 3? This may not be what you want to hear, pile 3. I'm not saying that love isn't on the cards, because once again, a reminder, you do have the Magician card there, and you do have the Queen of Cups. I just see that you do have a lot of love to give, and I think you're becoming more and more in love with yourself, and I think that should be everyone's priority, because when you learn to love yourself, is when people will find you most endearing for the person that you actually are at a core. This is a year where you just like break free of any need to try and please other people. A year where you just go after the things that you want from life. And I think that's the most important. And I think that's really beautiful in its own right. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for the Moonology cards for pile number 3? Oops. We'll take that card. You have the full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Nice. Once again, Taurus, ruled by Venus, which is all about love and sensuality. I really do sense that you've got a really big, beautiful heart, pile 3. Somebody that is in the past may have tried to please other people. I see you stopping that in the future, but still putting other people's needs first, wanting to help people in need. finding something that you're passionate about and going after it. But this card really does indicate that it's a year where you get really grounded and make like big changes in your life, taking you towards the person that you want to be in the future. Your dreams need a practical plan. This indicates to me that you devise a plan in 2021 and really start sticking to it. You may develop like a strict schedule where you do the same things at the same time every day and during the week. Just become a lot more practical in your approach to life, in a sense. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, working out how and what it is you need to do to make those things happen in your future. So I think this is going to be a year for you where you change a lot of habits, where you change a lot of aspects about yourself that weren't working, where you find what it is that you're really like passionate about, and really work towards those things. Don't let anything else get in your way of becoming the person that you want to be in your future, pile 3. Beautiful. And having a lot of success in your own right too. Remembering you have the Magician card here and the 7 of Pentacles. This is all about like following the guidance that you are receiving and making things start to happen in your reality. Spirit, can we get any further closeout messages for pile 3? I just think you're finding out what it is that you want from life, pile 3, and really taking action on it. Like going after it guns blazing. Breaking free of anything that wasn't making you happy in the past is what I'm seeing. And this could be work. It may be a new change in career. Maybe potentially going back to study. Learning new things with the Magician here too, right? Learning a new craft potentially. Finding out what it is that like lights you up and sharing that with the world. If you want love, you can absolutely find love too with the Magician card here. But I just don't see that being your priority. I think your priority is about getting your life in order and, you know, following your passion, doing the things that inspire you, pile 3. We have 2 cards that have come out for you. Ooh, the first card is the nine of Spades, which is the 9 of Swords in the Standard Rider-Waite Tarot. But you also have the 6 of Clubs, which is the 6 of Wands in the Standard Rider-Waite. Success, recognition, finding what it is that you want and becoming very, very good at it to the point that people take notice of you. Achieving amazing things, having a lot of success in your own right. Taking action on the things that you love, and it will lead you to happiness and success and recognition. I just see here with the 9 of Swords, I really am sensing this is a group that's probably been through a lot of like hardships in life, and it's caused you a lot of anxiety and grief in the past. But I think you've really started to realize recently that if you want your life to be better, then you need to change your life, pile 3, that you need to take responsibility of your life and break free from anything that is holding you back. And I think 2021 is a year where you just make a lot of inroads, big, bold changes in your life that takes you closer to having the life that you want and really starting to see the rewards and success coming in. So it's a really beautiful reading for you, pile 3, where you put yourself first and really believe in yourself. That's all I have for you. I hope that resonates with you. If it does, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day and a beautiful year. And let's move on to pile 4. Hello, welcome pile 4 with the blue button. You have Herbert has just decided to come in and sit behind me as my little mascot, supporting me in this reading. Let's find out what's in store for you in 2021 in your love life. What's coming your way? We'll start with your oracle, your tarot cards. Your first card is the 2 of Swords. A decision to make. Ooh, you have the 2 of Wands. You have the Hanged One, or the Hanged Man. And you have the Chariot card, which came out for pile 3 also. Interesting. Well, that's a really interesting set of cards there for you, pile 4. If you're currently in a relationship, interesting you've got the two of Swords, which talks about a decision to make, making a decision based almost purely on logic, not allowing your heart to come into the equation, working out what's best for you from what you know about a certain situation. And also, in a sense, not allowing any external noise to influence your decision. I have a feeling you know what it is that you want from the future in terms of love. I am sensing that this might be a group that already has somebody that is a potential option in terms of love, somebody that is interested in you. You may already currently be in a relationship and you're still wondering if this is the right relationship for you. So what I'm seeing in 2021 is that you take time. I think at the start of the year, you may take time to reassess whether this is the right relationship for you or whether this is the right person for you. This could also talk about like your career path too, whether you're on the right path in general is what I'm seeing, pile 4. I think there's definitely a need for you here with the Hanged One or the Hanged Man and the Two of Swords to try and work through some feelings of doubt that you may have about a current situation, whether it be in love, whether this person is right for you, whether the person that is interested in you is somebody that you are also interested in, or whether it be in your life in general, in your career potentially. I just see you needing to make a decision about something major. With the Hanged One here, this was a major decision, like doing a lot of soul searching, working out, you know, what is best for you in a sense. Also potentially taking some time to like reflect upon some past experiences, and to see, I guess, maybe the blessings from those, to start to try and change your mindset about how you see certain things that have happened to you in the past. And this could be related to your relationship that you're currently in. If you are currently in a relationship, I sense it's been a bit rocky recently. And now you're starting to question whether this is the right relationship for you. If there's somebody that you're interested in or that's interested in you, you're starting to question whether this is the right person to be with and whether you're actually truly like invested in this relationship, getting to know them if you want to get to know them more. I am also seeing here too with the two twos, the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands, that there may be more than one person that is a potential option in love for you, pile 4. So potentially if you're in a relationship, there might be someone else that you're wondering if they would be better for you. If you started dating someone, there might be somebody else that you're interested in. I'm just sensing with the Hanged Man here and the Two of Swords that you have more than one option, whether it be to walk away from a current relationship or whether it be to push forward with the relationship that you're currently in. That's something that you're working through right now, and only you have the answers to that, pile 4. I'm not going to tell you what you need to do. The cards to me here aren't really indicating what it is that you need to do. I'm just reading the cards in the sense that I can see that you're currently feeling a little bit challenged in terms of like not really knowing what to do. But I think in 2021, I do see you spending some time working out what's best for you as a person, what serves your own interests, and making the right decision for yourself. Because you do have the Two of Wands here. This does indicate having a vision about what it is that you want from the future, holding the world in your hands in a sense. I think in time you will know what's right for you. You just need to take some time to think it through is what I'm seeing. And I think maybe at the start of 2021 is where you'll probably reassess what's most important to you in all aspects of life, not just in terms of your relationship. I think there's more to weigh up here. You know, what it is that you want for your future. Where do you want to be in 5 years' time? Is this person going to be there with you? Will you have a new relationship? Is this other person potentially that you're looking at maybe a better fit for the person that you want to be? But I do see that when you make a decision, it's all guns blazing. There's fast movement with the Chariot here. That you will have success in your own right in future. I think once you actually make a decision and you know what it is that you want for yourself first, pile 4, and working out whether this current relationship you're in or whether this person that's currently interested in you is right for you, then you can push forward and and see what happens, basically. Because there is positivity in this reading. You have the Two of Wands, indicating that you know what it is that you want from your future. And then the Chariot card, which is all about taking action and practical steps leading towards that fast-moving action towards achieving your goals, basically. I'd love to know if you have more than one option right now. I'd love to know if you're currently in a relationship and you're wondering if it's right for you. But once again, only you can know that, pile 4. Interesting that you've also got the blue button related to like your thoughts and your mind, how we communicate. I just think that I'm just sensing that right now you're feeling a little confused about love. Whatever your current love situation is, it's a little bit confusing for you. But I do see you spending time working through that and gaining clarity, absolutely. Moving on, let's see what your oracle cards have to say about love in 2021. Your first card is tolerance. You appreciate others' points of view because you sense the love in everyone. That's really beautiful. Okay, what I am sensing, pile 4, if there is someone that is currently in your life already, whether you're in a relationship with them or maybe it's someone that's interested in you, I have a feeling that there's things about them that you're not too fond of. And I think there's a gentle reminder in this reading that to remember that no one's perfect. Not me, not you, not that other person. It's sometimes easy to focus on the negatives in a relationship, or sometimes easy to focus on the negatives in a certain person as a way of convincing ourselves that they're not right for us. But if you truly love them, you will accept all parts of them anyway. Like, love is unconditional, right? You love all aspects about them, even the things that maybe aren't the most sort of appealing. But if these things are so big that it gets in the way of you actually seeing a future with this person, if these things are so off-putting or frightening that you can't imagine the life that you want in your future with this person, then I think you already know your answer. Maybe it is time to think about whether this person is right for you and whether it's time to break up and try and meet somebody new. Remember, you've got the Two of Swords here, that there is another option, there is another way. Ooh, you have the If You Believe card. Ah, and you have the card of opportunity. Okay. Fascinating. I love this card because abundance is just flowing towards this angel. Look at all of that wealth and light and happiness just like showering on this angel. And what I'm getting from these two cards is that happiness definitely lies in your future. I think you will find what you want in 2021, whatever that is for you. I think you already know what it is, and soon you will take action on it. There's just a need for you to work out what it is that you want in terms of this current relationship or this person that you may be interested in right now. I am also seeing a group that maybe in the past has felt a little bit unworthy in love, that you may have had doubts about yourself, whether you will meet someone. You may have had doubts about whether they will accept all aspects of who you are. With the tolerance card here, this could indicate that maybe you feel sometimes that people won't tolerate, all of your quirky attributes or all of your bad habits, potentially, pile 4. And I think if you find the right person, pile 4, then they will accept and embrace all aspects of you, warts and all, right? So I think maybe you're worrying about something that isn't too important. If you're in a relationship right now and they have doubts about whether you are the right person for them, then maybe it's time for you to walk away and to take a chance on something new. Because with the If You Believe card here, an opportunity, this does indicate to me that if you believe in yourself, that you deserve love, that you put positivity out there, that you have a lot of abundance and new opportunities coming your way in the realm of love. I think this relates to all aspects of your life. I think it is, as I mentioned, you know what it is that you want from your future, pile 4. But are you willing to go after it? Are you potentially willing to make a sacrifice now so that you can have something bigger and better that aligns with you as a person more in your future? I just think you're in the path right now of making some big decisions in life. Potentially you're even looking about maybe moving somewhere new. With the Chariot card, this can talk about a literal move to a new location. So there's some big decisions that you're currently weighing up. In probably a lot of aspects in your life, about your career, about where you want to live, about what it is that you want from your future, about who it is that you want in your future. But I do see a lot of positivity coming your way, Pile 4. You will make the right decisions for you in 2021, and you will take big, bold steps towards achieving the things that you want for yourself in your future, is what I'm seeing. Moving on from that, let's see if we can get some further messages for you from the Moonology cards about what's coming your way in love in 2021. Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, for pile number 4, who are really making some big decisions, I see. Possibly also trying to change your mindset about how you see relationships. This could also indicate that there's a need for you with the Hanged One here to reassess your current relationship, if you're in a relationship, about the pros and cons, what's working for you in it and what's not. Why you should stay with this person or why you shouldn't. And if you're not in a relationship, I think it's about you just starting to see what it is that you have to offer that would benefit other people, Starting to see what blessings you have, what innate gifts and talents you have that other people will love about you, powerful. Changing your mindset and believing in yourself, absolutely. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 4? Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile 4? No, the cards don't want to come out for you. This does indicate that there's a lot of confusion or a sense of mystery in terms of your future, I'm seeing. I think maybe you're not sure what it is that you want to do right now. And I guess in that sense, pile 4, if you're unsure about what it is that you want from your future, then love would be uncertain in your future too, right? If you don't know where you're going to be living in 6 months' time, then you don't know who you're going to know or who you're going to meet or who's going to be around with you. You have the card of New Moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. That's really interesting. Ooh, lovely. So what I'm getting from this, I'm getting 2 messages from this card. Once again, that you need to learn to love yourself, to tolerate all aspects of yourself. I see a group that potentially can get quite down on themselves, that maybe sometimes feels that there's parts of yourself that are unlovable, but I see you working through that in 2021. It's a year where you start to accept and embrace all aspects of yourself and bring love into the situation where you love yourself. But this card also indicates a new love, right? Just around the corner. Bring love into the situation, that there is love coming your way. If you're currently in a relationship, it may be like a reignition of that spark, that passion that makes you want to actually commit to this person. It may actually even be realizing that there's somebody else out there that's a better fit for you. New Moon in Aquarius, to Aquarius occurring end of January, February in 2021. It might be a significant time for you, so keep an eye out for someone that sparks your interest, that takes your breath away, potentially powerful. But you also have the super moon. Emotions are running high. This is one of the most prosperous and optimistic cards in the Moonology deck. It talks about feeling elated, feeling really positive emotions. And I just think that you are on the journey to meeting your soulmate, your life partner, that they're just around the corner. I think maybe there's a need for you to just work through some stuff individually or personally. But once you get through it with the Chariot card here, the bring love into the situation and the emotions are running high card, you've also got the opportunity card too. Lots of positivity and prosperity in this reading. Once you get through this period of working through self-doubt and working out what it is that you want for yourself, powerful, putting yourself first and getting clear about your own goals, then I think love will naturally gravitate towards you, because you'll be radiating such positivity and abundance and feeling more certain about what gifts you have to offer the world and what it is that you want for your own life, I should say. Beautiful reading. There's so much positivity in these cards. I just see you know what it is that you want with the Two of Wands here. You have a vision about what it is that you want for your future. You're just not really sure yet how to make that happen. I think there's a need for you to reflect upon your past and work through any sort of like personal demons that you may have, trying to change your mindset about past experiences and starting to see the blessings from them, allowing yourself to start to see what gifts and talents you have and what it is that you can offer to somebody else in a relationship also is what I'm seeing. Truly believing in yourself and bringing love to all aspects of life, yourself included. Lovely. Moving on from that, let's get some closeout messages for you from this tiny little playing card deck here. See if Spirit has any further messages for you. Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, for pile 4? Most definitely, you will meet your soulmate in 2021, I see, pile 4. Emotions are running high in opportunity. This indicates like probably more than one option to meet someone that might be like appropriate or right for you. There's just a need for you to believe in yourself and to believe that you deserve love. And I really see you gaining confidence in your own abilities and who you are as a person. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 4? Once again, the cards are just not coming up for you. For the other cards, the other piles, they just flew out of this deck. I just think there's an air of like mystery involved. I think there's some things that you need to work through first before like these beautiful like options and opportunities can blossom in your life. The card that did come out is the Joker card, which I really should have taken out of the deck. But that reminds me of the Fool card in Tarot. It's a new beginning in a sense. I think you're starting again. You're learning to trust yourself, pile 4. You're choosing a path that's right for you and really like going after it, believing in yourself and making things happen in your own life, in your own right, in a sense. And I think just trusting that all will work out okay. There you go. And the card that came out then is the Two of Hearts, which is the Two of Cups, or soulmate energy. Love for another person, somebody that matches your vibration and has similar interests and ideals on the future. I think very soon this year you will meet somebody that has a similar outlook on life and wants the same things as you. And that's more than what any of us could ever want in life, I think. You will meet someone this year and it will be very magical. Once you work through some personal demons and really start to see that you have so much love to give, pile 4, that you are worthy of love right now, the person you are right now has so much to offer. And big things are going to happen for you this year, absolutely. That's all I have for you, pile 4. What a beautiful reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day and a happy new year. And let's move on to pile 5. Hello, welcome pile 5. You have the orange button. We have Herbert behind us. He's decided to sit with me and be my little mascot for the reading. Let's find out what's coming your way in the theme of love in 2021. What you can expect. We'll start with your tarot cards and then move on to your oracle cards. Your first card, you have the Four of Pentacles. You have the Seven of Pentacles. You have the World card, lovely. Ah, you have the Eight of Wands, interesting. Lovely, you've got the World card there. This does talk about triumph and success, like the completion, manifesting the things that you want. living the life that you've always wanted, in a sense, is what I'm seeing. What I am seeing too, with the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles can talk about certain things that you're holding very dear to your heart. It can sometimes talk about things that maybe you're holding on too tightly to and you need to release to the universe. But I just think you're coming into a place where you're starting to manifest your goals and your dreams and your wishes, pile 5, in 2021. With the Eight of Wands here, this generally indicates like rapid movement towards something that you're trying to achieve, setting the goals that you're trying to manifest. It can also indicate like a literal move, or maybe going on a holiday, a trip somewhere. So maybe you've been considering moving locations around the world. But generally I'm just seeing that you are getting closer and closer to creating the life that you want and actually having the things in your life that are dear to your heart. So this could also talk about manifesting a loving relationship that stands the test of time. If you are single, then I sense that you're getting closer and closer in 2021 to meeting that person. You may actually meet someone that vibes at the same frequency as you and actually wants the same things, that can allow you to, like, I guess, be a life partner in creating the things that you want from life. And with the Seven of Pentacles here, this tends to talk about starting to see the rewards for your efforts. So what I am seeing is that maybe for you, Pile 5, this is a group that may have been working on things recently, trying to like manifest certain goals, and there's things that you want to achieve in 2021, and I see you actually having a lot of success with those things, like things coming full circle and you actually completing the things that you want to achieve. Getting closer and closer to living the life that you've always wanted. Which I think is really beautiful for you, Pile 5. Absolutely. These cards none of these cards really talk about an actual loving relationship, but you do have the World card here. And that does tend to indicate like satisfaction in your own right. Feeling as if you've achieved everything that you've wanted for yourself. And so I guess if you're after a relationship, this could also be about manifesting and achieving new love too. If you're currently in a relationship, Pile 5, then I do see you starting to maybe getting more blessings and benefits out of the relationship. With the Seven of Pentacles, you could start to like maybe take the relationship to the next level. I do see your relationship like moving forward and progressing in 2021 if you're currently in a relationship, absolutely. But I am also seeing a group with the Four of Pentacles. As I mentioned, this can often sometimes talk about holding on to things too tightly in this reality. There's things that you love that you don't want to lose. And quite often when we are attached to things in real life, then we are in a way sometimes forced to let go of them. If they're meant to be, they will come back, and if not, then maybe they were never meant to be there to start with. So there is also a message here too, Pile 5, that maybe if you're in a relationship and you're afraid of losing it, maybe there's a need for you to think about whether it's right for you. And I'm not saying it's not. As I mentioned, it could definitely be that this relationship strengthens and moves forward. It actually elevates to the next level. But there's definitely a need or a feeling in this reading that there may be some things that you're currently working through and releasing to the universe that maybe are holding you back from actually achieving your goals too, is what I'm seeing. But I see you most definitely doing that in 2021, moving forward, having progress, having success, and manifesting the things that you want in your life. Beautiful. Moving on from that, let's have a look at your oracle cards and see what they have to say. And you have the card of release. After I was just talking about the need for you to potentially release things that you're holding on to too tightly, you have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. Okay. This is really interesting. So if you are currently single in 2020 and you're hoping to find someone in 2021, I just think maybe for you, Pile 5, that there's things that maybe you need to work through first. There's things that maybe you need to change about yourself or to let go of that you know aren't serving you anymore. The Four of Pentacles can often talk about material attachments, maybe attachments to certain addictions or bad habits that aren't working for you. It could be letting go of literal assets or things that you love that are too precious in a sense, that are preventing you from seeing what's most important in life. But with the Seven of Pentacles here and the Eight of Wands, this does talk about progress, this does talk about achievement, this does talk about positive movement forward. I see you in 2021 like releasing anything that's not serving you anymore so that you can actually be, I guess, the person that has the ability and the confidence to achieve the things that you want in life. You have the card of Be Assertive, which I think goes really well with the Eight of Wands there. Believing in yourself. And you have the card of No. Now that's really interesting. And it's the exclamation mark no too, like no. I don't see this as a no, you won't find love, or no, love isn't on the cards for you, Pile 5. What I see is that this is a no in terms of you needing to like, there's things I think that maybe you need to work through first. There's things that maybe should be your priority before love comes your way, is what I'm seeing. Because I do see you having success and achieving the goals that you've set yourself for 2021. But with the release card here and the Four of Pentacles, I think maybe there's some things that you need to work through. It could be like certain habits or patterns or addictions that you need to break free of. I sense you've been working through them recently, through 2021. You've probably been doing a lot of like work on yourself already, Pile 5. And you're starting to have success with overcoming things that are holding you back. And I see you really charging ahead with that in 2021, having more success, actually breaking free completely of those things that you're too attached to. Like really believing in yourself and being assertive, like putting yourself first and having success overcoming any battles that you've had in the past, basically. And I sense for you, Pile 5, it's when you actually break free of these patterns or habits or addictions that you know you need to be free of, the things that are holding you back from actually achieving and living the life that you want for yourself, the life that you will have in 2021 and beyond when you break free of these things, then that's when love will come your way. I like to think that when we actually overcome our own demons and make positive inroads into becoming a better person, that the universe likes to reward us for those things, with the Seven of Pentacles here, being rewarded for actually doing the hard work. But it's often also through overcoming our own challenges that we learn to like believe in ourselves. It's when we can see that we've like conquered our own demons, that we see how amazing we are, how much resilience we have, how much strength we have inside, and what it is that we're capable of. And I think it's when you actually let go of these things, and I sense it'll be early on in the year as you work through these things early on, that's when other people will start to see how amazing you are too. You'll start to vibe more high. You'll be putting a positive energy out into the universe because you've overcome your battles. And I think that's when people will naturally be gravitating towards you, Pile 5 is what I'm getting. Most definitely also a group that is learning to put themselves first and to love themselves first. This is going to be a year where I sense you you take big, bold steps to becoming the person that you want to be. You don't let anything hold you back anymore. Interesting. Moving on from that, Pile 5, let's get some further messages for you from the Moonology deck to see if love is in the cards in 2021. Woo. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. The first card that came out for you is the Full Moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. Absolutely. That could not be a better message that vibes with what I was just talking about. Working through your own demons, like changing negative belief patterns also. If you do have some addictions, I see you breaking free of them. There's definitely a need for you to believe in yourself that you can overcome these things that are holding you back. Letting go of any belief patterns that are keeping you small and preventing you from like taking charge and doing the things that you want in your future. I do sense a group that potentially has allowed fear to prevent them from, moving forward in life. Or at least you felt stuck recently, pile 5, as if like your life isn't moving forward because there's things that you need to work through first. You need to break free of certain patterns and addictions and bad habits that just aren't supposed to be in your future, that were never meant to be there, really. And you had the full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. Now that's really fascinating. You've got the World card, which talks about endings and conclusions, completing things, having success, achieving the things that you want. And then you have the full moon eclipse here. Conclusions are within reach. This really does indicate to me that you will have success overcoming the things that are holding you back, pile 5. 2021 is going to be a year where you learn to love yourself and to see how powerful you are, what it is that you can achieve, what it is that you can overcome. I'm getting strong like Capricorn energy in this reading of like really climbing and defeating that mountain, conquering that mountain, in the sense that you overcome your own demons and battles, but I think also where you pave forward and make big inroads into actually achieving your goals. Like there's things that I see that you want to achieve in 2021, pile 5. You've set some lofty goals that you want to conquer, and I really see you having a lot of success actually conquering those goals and achieving your dreams. I'm still not seeing here an indication that love is going to happen naturally for you. You do have the World card here and the 8 of Wands indicating fast-moving energy. So I do sense when you do meet someone, it will take off really quickly. I think you'll meet somebody that probably will naturally be like your divine counterpart, that wants the same things as you, that has similar outlooks on what they want from life, similar values I'm sensing also. With the Scorpio card here, somebody that is really quite emotional, I'm sensing, that's probably also been through a lot of like trials and tribulations in their past and can really empathize with what you're dealing with and what you're going through. Let's get a closeout message for you from this tiny little playing card deck that I have here, which is really hard to shuffle, so you have to bear with me. Spirit, can we get a closeout message for pile number 5? They're really making a lot of big, bold changes in their life and bettering themselves and achieving a lot of success. Having a lot of success there with the World card and the 7 of Pentacles, starting to see the rewards for all of your efforts. Things really starting to fall into place for you is what I'm getting, pile 5. Where you learn to like not allow any negative thoughts to dominate your mind. Where you break free of certain patterns that were holding you back. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 5? Ooh, okay. So there's 2 cards for you, pile 5. The first card is the 2 of Pentacles, which I think is quite poignant. The 2 of Pentacles is all about balance, right? Bringing your life back into balance, juggling more than one thing at a time. And that makes sense because you're in a place where you're learning to put yourself first and overcome any addictions or bad patterns, any belief systems that aren't working for you, but also like juggling this pentacle of like really wanting to achieve your own goals and desires, bringing your dreams into fruition. And I think the more that you actually learn to like bring life into balance and overcome and let go of the things that aren't serving you, releasing any negativity to the universe. What does it say here in this card? You have the ability to give over unwanted energies, release negativity to the loving forces of the universe. The more that you surrender and release anything that's not working for you, that you know is holding you back from being the person that you want to be in the future, the more success and the faster you will take action towards achieving the things that you want in this year. And you also have the Jack of Clubs. Beautiful. Which is the Jack of Wands in the Page of Wands in the Standard Rider-Waite Tarot. Inspiration. A new journey, starting a new journey. Getting out there and putting yourself first, knowing what it is that you want and going after it. And really trusting in divine timing and guidance, I think. The Page of Wands for me is like, I guess, the start of a spiritual journey, like following those footsteps, those breadcrumbs towards achieving your goals and dreams. Really trusting in spirit that is leading you to overcoming anything that's holding you back, working through any bad patterns or negative belief systems, and becoming a better person, the person that is capable and has the ability to achieve the things that you want this year and moving on beyond 2021. So I think this is going to be an amazing year of like self-discovery for you, Pile 5. It's a year where you see how powerful you are in your own right, overcoming anything that's not working for you, but actually making bigger inroads into like creating the life that you want in your future. And I think that's really powerful and beautiful. And when we're vibing high and living the life that we want from ourselves, then that's when we naturally attract people that want the same things. It's like for like. So I sense that in terms of what's on the cards for you in love, I'm not necessarily seeing that love will be one of your priorities this year. I'm not saying that it won't be something that happens for you, because as I mentioned, when you start creating the life that you want, then people naturally gravitate towards you. I just think it's a year where you realize that you are capable of creating your own dreams and desires, and that's probably more important for you right now is what I'm seeing. Powerful reading for you, Pile 5. Go get them. Don't let fear and negativity hold you back anymore. You deserve better than that. That's all I have for you. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day and a beautiful new year, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.